welcome to macOS Genius on the YouTube channel. I wanted to go over through Plex Media and how to download from other Plex servers that you connect to. Now again, the only way this can work is if you are a Plex Plus user and that other individual you're connecting to, that server, is also a Plex Pass user. And then thirdly, what has to happen is when that person shares their library with you, they have to enable the option that the person's allowed to sync to download. If that option is not enabled, and even though both of you are Plex Pass users and that person does not want to share or allow you to download their content for your server, but I enable it by default on mine if they enable it on their side, so we can both download each other's media and build each other's collection. So for an example, I'm going to go ahead. Here I have Plex running. This is just a Plex app. This is not my server. My server is on another computer. And as you can see, it's right here, the activity, it's thinking. So you can see here it's downloading Superman 1978. I already have this movie, but I'm just going to show you how to do that. So like say for an example, you're at your home, so then you go to your more. You go to, these are all my categories. I think I went a little too extreme on my categories, but these are the two other people that are sharing their content with me. So, correction, one is sharing content, the other one is not. So the one that is not is this person here, owned Llama. So if I select on movies, give it a moment for their movies to pop up, you hit the three ellipses, whichever the movie you want it. So you select the three ellipses, and then it should be a download option here, which there is not. So this person either be one, does not sync their library, or two, is not a Plex Pass user. So if you are just a general Plex server, you don't have to have Plex Pass. Plex Pass gives you a few extra services and features that you can do. But if they're not, they won't have that option either. So if I go to my other server here that someone's sharing, Chronoday, this person has, here, this is 1970s. I was looking for a certain decade, so let me hit out of this. This person has over 6,276 movies, whereas this person here and his movies, let's go to library. It's only 968, but again, he does have some movies in here that I would like to have if possible. So if we went to Chronoday and you would select one, it doesn't really matter which it is. So we'll say Three Ninjas, you ellipsis, and then down here you see it says downloads. So now you can go ahead and download it. So I can say download. It's going to put it in the queue up here. So now when I click this, besides seeing Superman, you should be seeing another one. So there it is, Three Ninjas is now downloading. But it's going to take a while because it's depending on your bandwidth, depending on their bandwidth. You may have, I have 1 gigabyte download and it works just as quick. But if they have a much slower connection or they have limited speed to upload or share their files on megabits per second, which I don't, I have it set as maximum. So that means unlimited. So like say if I didn't want Three Kids Ninja Kickback. So, or for an example, if you wanted one of these movies, say I have one of the movies. So if I go down, if you go to, you go back from pin, you select downloads from the main Plex, you hit that, it tells you these are the movies you have downloaded from that specific person. So Pumping Iron, I never saw that, so I thought I might as well download it and watch it. Yes, I can easily just stream it, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger and I would like to add it to my library. So here it's downloading Superman. So here it doesn't have an image clip because it hasn't downloaded as much to it, but it does have a delete key, X button. You can go ahead and delete it from your system. So we'll say Three Ninjas Kickback. So if I say, oh, I made a mistake, I didn't want to download this, you can just go to your downloads on the left side and go to the right. Once you see the movie, you can go ahead and hit X. Once you do that, it'll say, are you sure? You'll say yes, and then it's gone. Give it a moment, and it should disappear from your download list. So that is totally cool. The other thing you can do is by title if you want. You want to do a date, download it. This was 19 hours ago, 19, 19. These are all actually from yesterday. And then you can also do size on disk. You can see how large the file is to say, do I really want to download this 800 megabytes or this 3 gigabyte file, Smokey and the Bandit? That's old, that's 2012. But do you still want it? 3 gigs. Okay, so you can do that. Now the other thing is, how do you retrieve these movies if you wanted to add it to your Plex server on your server, wherever that is? But you would need to actually extract it. So to extract it, this is a Mac. I'm using actually the Big Sur 10.16, but this should apply to any of the older OS 10s all the way to El Capitan, which is 10.11. So you have a wide variety. But what I did is I went to my downloads. I know the folder, so it's right here. It's in my sync folder. And this sync folder, if I hit drop down this is the directory. So it's under your user account, whichever the user account you're using for Plex and you're downloading. It's under your library, application support, Plex, Plex media server, and sync. So it works there. Now if you open up this one folder, you have 3 folders. So let me go to the details here, and you can see the movies. These are the movies that here's Smokey and the Bandit, 1977. Sorry, I said 2012. So 1977. So it's an old movie. Here it says actually 3.14 gigs, where the other one was set at 296. But either way, so what you need to do is you would just have to grab this movie or folder, put it into one of your external drives, wherever that might be. If your server is actually located on a different computer. So let me pop it in an external drive for an example. Let me go ahead and move this over. Let me move this over a little bit. Should be back here. Let me swing it. There it is. There's my external. So if I open this is my external that's going to go to my Plex media server. So movies here, these are movies that I just ripped from iTunes. A great program, ripped all my license paid version of videos, movies, TV shows, and now I'm able to put it in Plex. Before you couldn't, because it was all copyright and DRM on there. I have another video that shows you how to remove the DRM. Very easy. If you purchase and license a program. Now if you didn't, and you had like someone else's iTunes account on it, you need to authorize your computer with their Apple ID to authorize that movie to be shown on your computer. Then you can rip it. So there's a catch-22 on it. So here's the movies that I have. So if I wanted to, I would select all these, which I do, and then I would say, hey, you know what? I want all these, and all of these do not have subtitles. So they're all the individual. So I'm just going to select actually the individual movies. And once I do that, I'm just going to go and drag it over to my iTunes movies. It's not really iTunes. It's going to really go to Plex. All of them are going to go to my Plex server. So there you go. It's about a minute. I'm running, what is it, a 2015 IMAX 5K 40 gigs with 2 terabytes Fusion. But this is an external 256 NVMe. Not that if it matters or anything. There are other folders here. There are 2, 3, and metadata. These I do not touch. These are probably just information for these specific movies. But when I delete this metadata actually just stays here. It doesn't actually get deleted. But I delete it later on when I don't really need it. So look at that. Just about a minute. So let this go forward. And then I'm going to show you how to do the sync on a Windows computer. Where you can extract those video files as well. So let me go, while this is copying over, let me go to here. I don't need Superman, so I'm just going to kill that. Hit OK. Well, actually, before I kill it, you can see, cancel. Close Encounters Third Kind, here it is. Close Encounters the Third Kind is right here. But you don't see Superman in here because Superman has not been fully downloaded. When it has, then it will appear in this one folder. So let's go ahead and close this Superman here because I already have that. So let's go ahead and close that. That's done. So now I can add these movies, in which I am actually adding them to this external drive, which is right here, exFAT 256. So I can go ahead, go in here. I can go ahead and delete. Well, before I delete, let's make sure. So it's right here. These are all the downloads. I don't know if it happens right away. This is the first time I'm doing this way. So move the trash, and nope, they're not gone yet. Now they're probably not gone because, and let's see, trash can is empty. They're still not gone. Let me go here to home. Let's go back to downloads. They're still there. They probably still show up because it is probably needs to rescan the library and so forth. But basically that's how to do it on a Mac. Now let's go ahead and connect to a Windows computer, and then you can see how or what difference it is there. So let's go to my server here. This one here. There we go. So now this is my Windows 10 computer. It is running Windows version 2002, I think it is. The last one was like 1908, but so it's on the latest and greatest. It's a Windows 10 machine. I don't really have to show you the details. You already know what a Windows 10 machine looks like. So here is the Plex as well. As you can see, there's an activity going on. So if I click this, there's my dashboard. It says it's downloading 2 days in New York. I was just doing this as a testing purpose, but you can see it's just about done. But basically, you would go back to your pin. You would go back to your home. Actually, you're already home. So if you scroll all the way down, you should have a downloads. There it is. So you select downloads, and there it is, 2 days in New York. It's just about done. It's probably been going on for probably 2 hours, maybe 3 if that, downloading. I don't really need this download, but I'm going to show you where this download is at. So to go to this download directory is basically in your folder here. Well, actually, correction, it's not here. It's a hidden directory, actually. Actually, Plex gives you the address location, but the address location with Plex is wrong. So here it is. So this is the Plex location it's giving you. So let me shrink this here. So there you go. So it's asking you to go to loc app data, Plex, Plex media, and then server sync. I've tried it 2 different times through the root, through the run directory. I think it's still here in my run. So let me go see. That's the right. No, it doesn't show. But this is the right one, so I just put the %/ since I couldn't find Plex as one word, and then media server sync. So if you do the local app with the % on both sides, hit OK, it will take you right to it. So now if you can scroll down, and what you're going to look for is Plex. So here's Plex. You hit this. Now it's Plex media server. So here, this information here should be Plex. Should have a / there. Then it should say Plex media server, and then it should also have another / right behind server for sync. As you can see, right here is Plex media server. You hit this. Oops, there you go. And then here's the sync. You open this, and now in here it has that one folder, the same folder that you have that's on the Mac. Open that. There's several of them, so let's just do one because normally it should just be in there. It only shows me the grab, so basically it's grabbing that content, meaning it is still downloading. As you can see right there, it's still downloading. It still has, who knows, 5% left. This could be maybe in 2 minutes, or it can be in a half hour. So it's the same directory as Apple, and we'll just double check these other ones. That's empty, and then this one should be empty as well. Yes, it is. So it's basically the same directory as you can see here with Apple's application support, Plex, and then / Plex media server / sync. So right up here for Windows should be Plex / Plex media server, and then / and then sync. So they just have the wrong connection information on Plex support site. So that's where I got this. And just to revalidate, here is the Plex site. Here it is. So it's the support.plex.tv articles. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, there it is. There's the same content information that Plex has. So they'll just have to update this knowledge base. I have notified them of this that needs to be recorrected, and hopefully it will. It does show here July 14, 2020. Now again, July, June, July. We're in August already. We're in August. What is it? We're August I don't know, where's August? I can't even. Oh, it's August 21st. So in a few days later, somehow, somewhere in Plex, they changed it and they forgot to change this part. So that's pretty much it. How to download from a Plex media server so you can add to your existing collection. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe. Tell me any comments or thoughts. What else you want to learn about Plex. I'd be glad to share it with you and everyone else. Well, thanks for watching macOS Genius on the YouTube channel on the Plex Media download option. Thanks. Have a great day.